Does true love exist?
I would say no, true love doesn't exist. The only time we've actually experienced true love was when Christ died for us. And that is the only time we have experienced, because he died without any benefits. He died unconditionally for us. And that is the only time we have experienced true love.
So what about your parents' love for you? Will you say it's unconditional or conditional?
Is true love unconditional? Yes or no? Is true love unconditional? Yes or no?
It's true love unconditional.
Is it unconditional?
Is true love unconditional?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, it's not based on a condition. It's
Very good.
unconditional.
I like the answer. So now, I'll prove to you that true love, which is unconditional according to you, doesn't exist. However, love that is conditional exists. Love should be strictly emotional. Should be emotional.
Hello, welcome to Questional Podcast, a segment of podcasts that will question everything about the church, African community, and families. I'm so glad to have you join us here today on this very session. And you might be wondering, why do we have a new setting? Come on, it's New Year and things are changing. All right, and please, we want to get to 1K subscribers before the end of February 2025. You do us a favor to please share our videos, like, comment when necessary, and let's help the algorithm go far as much as we can. All right, so we have great and amazing intelligence guys join us in today's edition of Questional Podcast. To my right is Chika Odi. Please, man, introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Priska Chikode. I'm a product designer and also a research assistant.
All right, so if for any of your documents for any of your projects, Chika can proficiently handle it. All right, to my left, I have a very good-looking gentleman, Ikechi 14. Ikechi 14 is a forex trader. He's also so much, the guys we call the tech bro. Yeah, he's one of them. Please start maybe meeting.
Hello viewers, my name is Ikechi Fortune. I'm a financial trader, a cybersecurity analyst, and a writer.
Thank you very much. It's good to have you, Mr. Fortune.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Okay, so you may be wondering what's happening. It's a new setting, it's a new year, and we keep it rolling. In the heat of the season, Valentine is on the corner. Everybody's asking what's going to happen. So Valentine was originated from the ancient Roman festival of the Lupercalia, and later the emperors at that time moved it to celebrate the Saint Valentine because of his love messages and enduring power. So which brings us to today's topic, which is, does true love really exist? Does true love really exist? So straight to the point. Ladies first.
Okay.
Priska, does true love really exist?
Oh, yes, absolutely it does. True love exists.
Mm.
Many people have different perception of what true love is all about.
Okay.
But personally, for me, I would say that true love, it's all about mutual connection. It's all about growth. It's all about sacrifice. In fact, to me, true love is all about sacrifice.
Wow.
Yeah.
True love is about sacrifice.
Yeah.
Let me not quest further. Let me ask. Zekechi, does true love exist?
I would say no, true love doesn't exist.
Oh.
Yes.
Why?
So before we go ahead, I would like us to understand what love actually is.
Okay.
And then what true love actually is, right? Okay. So what is love? Love is an act of kindness, an act of care, an act of concern shown to another person, right?
Yes.
We agree on that. Now, what is true love? True love is the genuine act of kindness, genuine act of care shown to someone, right?
Yeah.
We have established that.
Yeah.
Very good.
Established.
So now, is true love unconditional? Yes or no? Is true love unconditional? Yes or no?
It's true love unconditional.
Is it unconditional?
Is true love unconditional?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, it's not based on a condition. It's
Very good.
unconditional.
I like the answer. So now, I'll prove to you that true love, which is unconditional according to you, doesn't exist. However, love that is conditional exists.
Okay.
Let's take for an example, right? Let's say the host, let's say he's pecking a lady. He's someone that is dark, right? Average height, beautiful, and has a good shape. That is the kind of person that he wants. Let's say coincidentally, where he walks, right? And he sees someone that meets all this spec, and then they fall in love because of these conditions. Now, wouldn't that mean that he loves her because she has met these conditions, and not because this condition does not exist?
So what if that condition expires and maybe the shape and everything for like 10 years later, everything disappears? Will he continue to love her?
That is still love. That is still love, but it isn't true love. Because if you're loving someone truly, like you said, it's unconditional, which means I don't need this lady to meet my specs before I will love her. But for him to love her because, oh, she can sing, oh, she's beautiful, oh, she's dark, which means there are conditions to the reason why he loves her. So to me, true love, which is unconditional, doesn't exist. However, love exists, but with conditions.
So would you say, do you have anything to respond to that?
No.
Would you say that, that the love of God is conditional too? Okay, saying that, the Bible says, Jesus Christ died so that we might be saved.
Yes.
And that you might be saved to worship him. Is that a condition?
So I was actually prepared for this question because I know that that's where most people will drive at.
Okay.
Now, and I'll put it that the only person or the only time we've actually experienced true love was when Christ died for us. And that is the only time we have experienced, because he died without any benefits. He died unconditionally for us. And that is the only time we have experienced true love.
So what about your parents' love for you? Will you say it's unconditional or conditional?
My parents' love is conditional.
Because you send it to school.
Because I am their child and my responsibilities belongs to them. So they love me because I'm their child. If I wasn't their child, the kind of love they show to me wouldn't be the same they show to other people's children.
It's true.
Yeah,
so it is still conditional.
Okay. He stated one viewpoint, but the thing is not about if your mom or your dad gave birth to you, meaning that that's a condition attached to it. Though yes, in the society we live now, it shows that there are conditional love, but that doesn't mean that unconditional love doesn't exist, even if it's on a scale from 1 to 100, even if it's 1%. But that does not mean it doesn't exist. It exists.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Okay.
Are you in love?
Am I in love?
Yeah, with anybody?
Yes, I'm in love with somebody.
Okay, why do you love the person?
I love the person because
he's tall, he's dark, he's handsome. Right? If he was short and albino and doesn't have money, you will not love him.
It's albino.
Yeah. There are some ladies. No. Don't say that. There are some ladies. It might not be me. It might not be what I want. But there are some ladies that, as far as, though, yes, you're right that that aspect of it being a conditional love, because it's attached to money. So even if the person is short or albino, they'll still go for the person.
Why? Because there's a condition because he has money. That's the condition there.
Okay, I've seen. Oh, what about? Let's move to the church.
Okay.
Now, why will you say the priests they hate the people, or is there any unconditional, conditional love attached to it that makes them just cherish this person because there's something they are gaining from?
Do you understand the question?
Please.
So she's asking, why do the priest preach, or why do the pastor preach? Do they have anything to gain for preaching the gospel?
Okay, let me answer that question.
Okay.
In church, they try to practice the kind of love that God and that Jesus Christ showed to us. They try to practice it. However, we are still humans. We are still humans. Your pastor might love you, right? But if there's another member in that church that donates 1 million to the church, the pastor will love the person more, because that financial benefit that is coming there is more important than you that is putting 10 naira as an offering.
Are you saying it in Africa, in Nigeria, or in Africa, or the world?
In general.
Please be specific.
In general.
Because I don't know if you've been to UK or to US or other parts of the country where the priests cherish this person because this person gives more money than the other person.
No. I didn't say the priest will cherish this more than this. But what I'm saying that when it comes to level of importance, the person that's actually giving more to the church will be more recognized, if possible, given a title in church ahead than just another member.
All right, guys. So you viewing there, I don't know, what is your take? Does true love exist, or is just conditions attached to love? All right. So Chika said true love exists. I want to bring this question to Chika in this regard. And there are people that profess love, and I think for me, most of this unconditional love or butterfly in my belly, the only cockroach in my cupboard, exists because of the films we watch over time.
Yeah.
Yes, and people tend to see that once they marry or once they're in a relationship, it will be flowering all through. Now, does love has an expiry date? Can somebody who genuinely at some point love this person, can that person tend to hate the person afterwards?
Okay. Based on what I said earlier, I said true love is all about sacrifice. Okay. Now, when we were young, we usually watch these movies, these fairy tales or these butterfly in our belly kind of movies when we were young, where they say the rich prince from another kingdom comes to marry the slave.
Yeah.
But then as we grow, we tend to understand that, that's not it. Those things are fantasies. Okay. The thing is that true love, it's based on, in fact, it's sacrifice, it's sacrificial. As our Lord Jesus Christ gave us an example of himself. When you love somebody, or through love, actually, genuine love, for partners, those like couples, those who are married or those who are dating, and so on and so forth. When you meet a true lover, it makes it easier because both of you tend to manage the challenges, especially when challenges or problem comes. Both of you can navigate them together. It becomes easier because they say two heads are better than one. You navigate them together. It makes it easier, though it is not easy anyway. Anybody that says it's a lie, because challenges will come, difficulties come. So that is where the true love comes, because it's something that you love the person. You don't judge the person for who he is or what they do or where they come from. You just accept the person based on what you want, your desire.
Okay.
But though there are some people that fake love.
Okay. Okay. You know this, right?
Yes, people fake love, actually.
Okay, so let me cut you. In a scale of 100, can you rate true love in your opinion? Or I don't know where you get it.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know the real statistics, but I know it is lesser compared to the conditional love or the fake love, because our society has made it look like fake love, in fact, is what exists, but reality, true love also exists.
Okay.
And there are so many reasons why people fake love. There are so many reasons. My co-host will say it's because of when money is attached, especially for the female gender.
Yeah.
Which I kind of agree with him, but do not entirely agree with him, because it's I don't think faking of love is only meant for the female gender only. It is meant for both gender.
So and the men fake love too.
Yes.
Which of the gender fake love more?
I don't know. When it comes, no one fakes more. No one fakes more. Let me explain. When it comes to there are different reasons why people fake love, and it has nothing to do with a particular gender. It is both gender. So it is based on each person's attitude or perception or value on how they view love to be. For the female folks, they'll say, it's because of the financial aspect. Yes, I am not going to lie. It happens.
Okay.
Yes. But also for the male gender too, they also fake love for money too. But that does not mean that's the only reason. Okay, for instance, some guys or people fake love maybe based on revenge or manipulation.
Okay.
Let me explain. Okay, for instance, I read an article where a lady wrote a story about her friend. Her girlfriend actually. The girl, she's an independent lady. She's very comfortable. I mean, she takes good care of herself. She has money, yes. So there was this guy that stays that lived the same neighborhood with her. So yeah, she's pretty. I mean, who would not want to approach her? So the guy went and approached her and asked for her number. So she didn't give him her number, and the worst of it was that she insulted him. So the guy, and men are egocentric in nature, but that does not mean that there's a striking line between pride and ego. Get that point? I don't want to explain. I don't want to go towards that place, but men are egocentric in nature, and when you hurt their ego, it's bad. So he went and told his friend, and the friend was angry. So the friend had to retaliate on his behalf. And after saying the weak point of the lady, because the lady wants someone who has money than her, who can take good care of her, So went and borrowed cars, borrowed house to get, to get
the lady.
Yes. And he did. And after like 2 weeks or 3, the relationship ended because he wanted to sleep with the girl. So you said that is not also part of the reason why men pretend or people pretend
yes.
fake love.
Yeah, we Mr. Fortune, I want to bring the question to you.
Please do.
Please.
Please.
Men and women, which of the gender fake love more? Do you think fake love?
Both genders fake love, right?
Okay.
But a person fakes love because of the benefits he or she will receive from the person.
Okay.
And today we know that money rules the world, right? And then which gender has this money more is the men.
Oh wow.
The male gender has more money compared to the female gender. And so who is after this money more is the female gender. So I think both actually are guilty of that, but then it's more on the female side.
So now coming back to the question,
Yeah.
To really do true love really exist?
Okay.
What are your instances that you have concluded or arrived at the conclusion that true love doesn't exist?
Okay, well, like I said before, it's conditional. Love is conditional. So, but for the fact that it is conditional, I believe it is not true love. Now, initially, we established the fact that true love is unconditional. I need to establish that fact before we go further, because I know that you guys will be coming with so many questions, and I always hit on the fact that as long as there are conditions why someone is in love with the person, it is not true love. However, it is love, and love exists. And then you asked a question about, does love have an expiring date?
Yeah, okay.
I want to ask a question. Love doesn't actually... Okay, love is not supposed to have an expiring date. Yes, love is not supposed to have an expiring date. But however, when people fake it, there's an expiring date.
Yes.
When people fake it, right? I love this girl because of so reasons.
Okay.
I'm ready to get married to her. I can be with her for the rest of my life, right? Because I love her. However, if I am faking it, at some point when I discover that probably what I'm there for, the benefit I'm supposed to receive is no longer coming, definitely I'll walk away from it.
So are they genuine benefits why people should stay in love? For example, let me just start an example. A relationship is supposed to help you grow, personal development, supposed to help you better. Definitely. But some people, as Valentine is approaching, some people will say, you didn't make Valentine gifts for me, so let's break up. So are they genuine reason or genuine benefit why people should stay in love?
I think you should stay in love because of the reason you actually started the relationship with the person. When it comes to the relationship aspect, right? because these are the reasons you love the person. I think that is the reason why you should stay in love. But if you are actually breaking up because Valentine is coming, don't buy anything from me, and then that is fake love. That is fake love. And like I've said before, fake love doesn't last. It has an expiring date. So if I'm dating you because of the benefits, and then when it's time for Valentine or when it's time for my birthday, girls love birthday stuff. Both the men and the men, let me not just say girls, right? And then you don't get me anything on my birthday, you don't get me anything on my Valentine, and then I break up with you, then that's fake love.
Just fake love.
And then it has an expiring date.
Chika, let me come to you. When Bible says love is this, love is that, love is caring, love is... So I crafted this question out of that. When you say you love somebody, should a person do... Sorry, I think you answered that question too.
Okay.
Should a person do what you want them to do, or the person should do what they want to do? I say I love this person.
Okay.
Should the person do what they want to do, or should they do what you want them to do?
Well, for me, I think both.
Both?
Yes.
Okay.
You can do what the person wants you to do, and you can also do what you want.
Okay.
But depending on what you or the person asks you or what you want to do. So it's a balance, because it's a balance, because if you are to do what the person asks you to do without and at the same time not doing what you want, I would say it's unfair, because you will not be happy. There is no joy in it. You are just doing just because you want to sustain it. And that kind of relationship will not last, because it will get to a point that you want to blow up, and you'll be like, and that's where those things like, of everything I've done for you, I did this, I did that, I wanted to do this, but because of you, without you being happy, and I would say it's also unfair. And if you want to do yours without also thinking about the other guy's aspect, I also say you're being selfish.
Okay.
You're being selfish because you don't want already through love, or say love is also trying to also sacrifice part of yourself, that is trying to please the other person, to a point, and also yourself. So if you do not agree to what the person wants you to do, you are being selfish, because you only think about yourself.
Okay. So let me chip in this question in that.
Okay.
Do you know that most wives almost forgo their life ambition for their husbands? I mean, almost. Like, most wives, once they are married, their husband is a CEO, the husband does his business, most of the times they forgo what they had their plans to do because of childbearing, many reasons, and maybe the husband is a pastor or the husband is CEO of a particular. So what would you say in that they forgo all they wanted to do and support the husband in the case of submission?
Okay. Before the lady gets married to the man, first of all, that's why we have communication. You have to be open and be honest, because any relationship built on lie doesn't last. So first of all, after you've open up, having an open and honest communication, then tend to know what the man's future is. If your vision or what you want to do aligns with what he wants. So if it doesn't align, it's way of working that, no, this is what I want to do. But if there's some ladies that the vision they have, I'll say it's fantasy. They are not ready. They just want to just hear the name. Oh, I want to be a digital marketer. I want to be this, but yet you're not yet prepared. So when you see that, you're not yet prepared for that, and you see that, the man has vision that can also bring you in, and you guys can still flow, and it can still work. Why not? Yeah, definitely.
All right. Please, sir, do you do what you want to do, or you know what your lover wants you to do?
I think everything boils down to understanding, right?
Okay.
In churches,
before
they actually plan marriage for two people, I think they advise something like courtship, right?
Yeah, there is.
Personally, I've decided that before I would get married, I must it is a must that I must do that courtship, and it must be a minimum of 6 months. That's a minimum of 6 months. A minimum of 6 months.
Do you think it's okay?
If 6 months is enough. No, before then, I must have been dating you now, right?
Okay.
So the courtship is like you coming to spend more time with me, especially in my house. I want to wake up and see you. I want to see your character. I want to know things that I've not known, your private stuff that I've not known before now, right? So that's why it's advisable that people practice it, because during this time, you tend to understand the person more and see the other side of the person that you have not actually seen before, right? So your question was, if I should do what I want to do or do what the person wants to do. I think during courtship, these things must have been like outlined.
Okay.
How is this marriage going to be, right? What and what are we going to do? I think within this time, there's supposed to be an understanding that, okay, we know that this is a path that we want to take. Both you, both me, and it's going to favor me and it's going to favor you. But if not, then there should be a decision between the both of you to go ahead with the marriage or not to go ahead with the marriage. Because I think many marriages crumble because of lack of communication and then lack of understanding too, which I believe that if this is outlined during courtship, it shouldn't be much of a problem in marriage.
Yeah.
So that's all right.
Yeah, if you aligned more, if you communicated more. So a wise man once said that courtship is a talking time, that what they do in court is that they talk. They don't touch. So what they do in courtship is that they talk. All right, I don't know what you've learned so far or what you want to chip in. You can join the comment section and comment down there. All right, we bring this particular podcast to a wrap, let me ask my guests this final question. You know, the men are very logical beings and the ladies are very emotional beings. So I want to ask this question. Is love emotional or logical?
Love should be strictly emotional. Should be.
Wow.
Be emotional.
Wait, hold it. Ma, is love emotional or logical?
There should be both. Both should go hand in hand.
Let's say why?
All right. I said it should be because there should be logical, but to an extent.
Okay.
But however, emotional should be more. When the both of us are in love and then we apply more of logic to it, which is that there are little things that you do and I'll start thinking so much about it.
Okay.
Because I'm reasoning, okay, let's say for an example, you go out and then you don't tell me where you're going to and you just leave that. I try to call you and then your number is not going through. If I'm trying to be logical, she has gone to another man's house.
Yeah.
She has gone out with another man. But then if I want to be like, let my emotions be in play, I'm like, okay, probably she's not with her phone right now. Probably she's busy and then she'll reach out to me. So I think there should be more of emotions and a little of logic for peace to reign. If both of us try to be logic, there'll be no one right among us because I will always be right and you two will always be right. So I think for the sake of sanity, more of emotional and then less of logic.
Let's say you what you said. Both.
Okay. Love is I said both goes hand in hand. You know, you have to balance them. Love is emotional. I would say it's more of the female folks that we are more emotional and men are logical. But both should go hand in hand because it's not just only feelings that it's attached in a relationship or friendship. You know, it's also logical. Okay, for instance, if a couple or those who are dating, maybe for instance, maybe for couples, for example, I want to they have 3 children or 2 children. Now, if the woman or the lady wants to she's so emotional about everything. For instance, waking up in the morning to prepare for a meal for the children, and she's on bed. And when the husband wakes up and says, "Go and prepare something for your children," be like, I'm tired. I don't have strength. And you keep on doing it every day. You find out that there's got to be a problem. It's either the children don't go to school or they go late. Very extremely late. So if both work hand in hand and both couples, they have to fix a time, being logical. No, we have to wake up by this, prepare meal by this, we have to go to work by this. I mean, everything in order. You know that, yes, you're tired as a human being, so that's why you have to go to bed early and wake up in the morning so that you can prepare meal for your children, you know, to go to school and some other things. And also for relationship, if you're dating somebody and the person doesn't maybe have a skill, and you're trying to, maybe the girl doesn't have a skill, and you as a guy want to help the lady, and she doesn't understand that, oh, for us to cross this particular path, you have to work yourself, you have to work hard, you have to prepare this. And for you doing those things, it's I'll say it's not easy. But then if you're using emotional and you keep on procrastinating, babe, I maybe later I would, or maybe you start working towards it, but at the same time you stop because you're just everything about, oh baby, I love you, but you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you know, for you to get there. The guy might just be like, this girl is not ready. This girl thinks this relationship is all about emotion. It's not about, and you know, men are not, their own is not about I love you or come and kiss me on the head or peck me. It is about the work. It's about where we are going, because without it, there will be no money. And if there's no money, the relationship will not be sweet.
Like that's what to say.
Let me just add a sentence. I think logic should come in when there is a decision to be made, right? When there's a decision to be made, I think that's when logic should actually come in a relationship. But I start from that, it should be more emotional. Should be more emotional for peace to reign. I stand my ground. Should be more emotional for peace to reign.
For me, I agree. Both should be balanced.
But when there are vital decisions to be made, that's when logic should come in, so that they don't end up.
Yes, that's when the decision.
So logic should only come when there are decisions to make.
Not only. I say, but it comes in more when there are decisions to be made. Okay. And then
So what you mean by this is that since the ladies are emotional beings and the men are logical beings, so the ladies have more to give since they're emotional than the guys?
No, the emotions is from both parties.
Oh, wow.
The emotion should be from both parties. And the logic also should be from both parties.
Okay, you remember when the Bible says that women should submit and men should love? It's because that men naturally do not have love like that. Remember? Compared to the ladies,
folks, yeah.
Right? So, and then they are asked to submit, and it takes a woman. You know, women can talk. So it's hard for them. So you still stand the ground that is emotional?
Yeah.
Emotional. Wow.
And less of logic.
Less of logic.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, guys. I hope you've learned so much. And then you will subscribe and share this video after watching it. It has been an amazing ride here at Question No Podcast, where we question everything about the church, African communities, and families. And I don't know what's your opinion. I'll say again, join the comment section and type what you think about this very topic. All right, our guests have done justice, sharing their perspective on what they think about if true love really exists. Okay, so now, you do us a favor. Does it really exist? All right, thank you for joining us today. We hope you've learned so much. And don't forget, at Question No, we question the norm and we challenge the status quo. Thank you and bye for now.